Hey there, imaginary friends. I am gonna go into game now to take care of some stuff, but I will try to be concise and on point, at least at first. And then ramble on.
Archmage Eth's son Reaver says, "Well met, Zenkala.
I guess
I am
not.
looking to acquire a particularly rare item." Zenkala says, "That's what we do best, Archmage. What can I get ye?" Archmage Eth's son Reaver says, "It is a one-of-a-kind item that already exists. I just need someone to find it." Zenkala says, "Goin' to be hard to find it without knowin' what it is."
I guess.
Archmage Eth's son Reaver says, "It would be off the coast of eastern Kalimdor. On the seabed, I believe." Zenkala says,
Give me
"You're beating
a
around the
minute or
bush.
two.
What is it?" Archmage Eth's son Reaver says, "A Coltiron music box. I understand that the box was not on the flagship when it was raised. The item was precious to the owner."
This curse has not
Zenkala
broken
says,
me yet.
"You'll be playing with fire, Monday." Archmage Eth's son Reaver says, "I know. A peace offering is best when it means something, though. We were friends once. I hope we can be again."
Let us begin. So, the title is there to give the credit to the original creator, and none of this is ad hominem, so personal. And I have to make the disclaimer because I don't know what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it, but nothing personal there, purely I disagree with some things said there. One thing in particular. This stuff threw me off, but I guess it's gonna be ramble anyway. Someone in the comments was kind enough to put the time stamps, and I think at 8 minute 41 second time stamp there's the thing in question. What I'm talking about here is it was the term used was dedicated server. So out through the context, I think I understand what it was meant there. I googled it after. I didn't get the results I wanted, but let's use that term. So I used in my comment on that video, I'm gonna mention the comment too. I use we can call it isolated server, because that's what I'm afraid of. And there was action, and as we all know, there is the law of action and reaction, so here's the reaction. And first I'd like to try and focus on that first thing, because I think that's the most important, and then I might be able to ramble on later on. Maybe we'll stay here for a while and maybe change the scenery a bit later. And as you can see right here why I think that would be a very, very bad decision. Because I'm on Ragnaros, a high populated server, I think full, but even the full ones differ. And all of this stuff I already talked about and mentioned and talked about in detail. I'll see what I'm gonna go into now. My point is, dedicated server, let's call them that, have been proven wrong over and over and over and over again. Dedicated server failed long time ago, it's failing since then, and it fails now. Now, for the argument's sake, let's just say that I got it wrong. That there's actually, and most of this I wrote in the comment, but I wanna get into it again, because I doubt that comment is seen at all. Though, on other hand, we can say that the same about this video. So, I'm gonna lose my thoughts here, but never mind. So, and so I guess, yeah, now at the moment in World of Warcraft retail Dragonflight, we have more and more making the whole region one giant huge server, and in the year of 2023 and beyond, that is the only way, the only possible solution. Okay, I just remember what I wanted to say before. I wanted to humor them to think that there are other reasons and not just a really, really bad decision and take. Maybe I wanted to think that, you know, whenever there's some controversial decision, you want to give it the benefit of a doubt. Maybe it's a conversation piece, you know, something to make people wonder, maybe even fear a bit, and thus make them engage, make videos like this be triggered. Maybe there's some master plan, some intricate system that's gonna make it all work. Maybe. But I already bit. So let's talk about it. I'm afraid that this is one giant red flag, combined with other stuff, but maybe let's talk about that later. So, like I said, right now World of Warcraft is making one slowly but surely, based on its experience, one giant server. But there was an added experiment, and that experiment was Classic WoW. And Classic WoW also has the same issues, because people play the game differently. Now I know what some of you might say, you know, the modern games have its issues, and that is absolutely true, and Classic WoW showed that. But it also showed that people play the games differently. Same people are different now. They are smarter, they know better. They are not engaging in the same way. Servers die. Servers can get claustrophobic. Servers can get dead. Who's gonna go and play on a dead server? everybody will talk beforehand, will pick a server, and everybody will go to the biggest server. Now, if they have the technology for that, but that's the same thing, then anyway everybody will be on a same server, and maybe the ones that get sick of it will go on the one next to it, slightly smaller but also huge server. So unless they find a solution for that, this is extremely concerning to me. Because people will come and people will go. The player numbers will fluctuate, and I mean, you have already the example of classic WoW. Every small server that's on an edge, who's gonna go, yeah, I'm really hopeful about this server, sure it's close to dying, but we can do it, guys, right? We can revive it, yeah? And then the only guy that actually believes that will go there and will waste his time. Lazy Oak. So my concern there is that if they drop the ball on something this easy to solve, on something that has been proven over and over and over again, and all of that just for some false narrative of some, classic feel and some sense of community and stuff, that ship has sailed a long time ago. Communities are now elsewhere. Servers are just the tool. So I don't know, maybe there was other things, but I got triggered and this got scuffed. So let's now, I guess we're gonna enter the ramble mode, but let's try it first, ramble about the this was very bad from my point of view, very bad. Because if you decide to break the silence with this, I think this was worse than silence itself. This reminds me of two fairy tales. One is that the emperor is naked, and now that we heard something real, the only reality we have is that the emperor is naked. And the other one is the boy that cried wolf. Because the silence was broken with nothing. Some tantric farts. So next time you hear, there's gonna be an interview, what you gonna assume? And I already assumed it. I think it was in my last stream. I didn't title it anything right because I didn't really say anything. All I said, apart from other stuff, is that I don't expect anything. And sadly, I was right. And that's not because I'm also smart, which I of course am, but because sadly it was easy to assume what's gonna happen. And okay, I lost my trail of thought, and let's just ramble I was away for a little bit, and when you go away, you think who knows what I missed. And when I get back, so I missed that first video from Necrit, and I saw it, and the premises were great, and I guess that's why I got recommended the video right away, because as I saw it, I got recommended this video, and I put it on a playlist. I watched it a little bit later, and from that 8 minute 41 seconds till the end of the playlist, till the end of the video and then the playlist, and now with a little break from some IRL stuff this morning, I couldn't believe it. I mean, the premises look great, and if some of you are jealous and wish they were there and done the interview themselves, I have a friendly advice. Get off your lazy ass, doesn't matter the capacity of it, go to your local park, there's probably some bench there or something, and there's probably a bunch of guys drinking beer. Go to them and ask them about their plans, about their hopes and dreams, and you'll get the same feeling, the same result. Bunch of sweet nothing, because that's what we got. And they are not the only company that does this, and it's okay, of course. They are people in a good mood, having fun, having a nice time. I mean, PR department is probably happy too, some positivity there. But for me, from my perspective, my player perspective, I want the interviewer to say, let's go to the basement. Go for a long walk downstairs. There's some squeaky dungeon bars there, and he finds bunch of chained game developers saying, water, I've been working 24/7 on this game for years now, please help me. And you turn to the guard and say, give him some water and some extra beatings, he can still talk. That's what gamers want to see from game developers. Now, I know that's an extreme view, and it is, and I don't really mean it, but in a way I do. We saw nothing. Is there anything? Who knows? When and what will there be? Who knows? Maybe there's nothing, maybe there's something. But for me, this interview was anticlimactic and counterproductive. And it didn't tell me, maybe they have some things done, but maybe they have nothing. Maybe all this time has been spent planning. Maybe things were scrapped, maybe there's some world there, I don't know. But this interview didn't seem promising. And sure, maybe I got way too much invested, I used to watch a lot of stuff that I disagreed strongly with, because I thought that I need to see a bigger picture, and I thought I'm gonna see some good counter arguments, but I was wrong. And to see some ideas just being thrown out there willy-nilly when there's so much data to counter it, I don't know, it kinda really triggered me. And I'm just some random guy on a dead channel, but it's their game, they can do whatever they want, but this kinda finished off any kinda hopium I had for that game. Now, of course, maybe everything is gonna be great. Maybe everything, things around the corner, and things are gonna be handled masterfully, and everything is gonna be great, and everybody's gonna enjoy the game. But I don't know. Let's hope so. But this kinda didn't really work for me. I don't know, maybe there's some other stuff.
Shadows gather.
Let's see if we can gather some extra thoughts. Maybe not. See that asterisk there? Right on time, mate. You know what that means? He's not from this server. That asterisk means he's from some other server. Otherwise, I would be the only person here in this town. Sure, it can be good, having the whole place for yourself, but sometimes not. Now, I'm quite sure they do have some ideas about, some cross-realm stuff, but, the main idea of trying to catch that classic feel is something that failed in classic WoW. And trying to grasp that as something to take from classic WoW, I think is very, very tricky, to say the least. There are stuff from classic, most probably, that should be tried to be, captivated and cultivated, but I don't think that is it. And I mean, like I said, I'm gonna spend a minute more to see if there's something, but I know I will not remember anything. I think I said the main thing that I wanted to say about that being a huge. I mean, what else is there? New World has that? Has it really worked on New World? What kind of solution do they have? Is New World something to take lessons from? Maybe negative lessons. Maybe there's some positives, I don't know. Never heard anyone talk anything about it. Okay, you know what? Since I already am a regular streamer, let's end it here, and if there's something, I let it gather over time and not in this short amount of time.
See you soon. Real soon.